Hi there. I know it sounds weird with everything going on right now, but I really and truly do hope that you are having a good day despite all the stuff that's going on. Also, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed to my channel. Gosh, I would so love to get like 2,000 followers over here. I need to do something if I get 2,000. I'll think of something. Maybe a bookshelf tour. So let's see if I get 2,000 followers. Also, I am wearing if you're wondering, my Please Don't Touch My Hair t-shirt from Curlish in Zurich because I'm growing my hair out. You can see I'm growing it out on the sides. And when I don't have this fade, my hair looks fluffier and folks have started touching or trying to touch my hair. Strangers or folks I just don't know that well. So I need to shift the energy around my personal space because folks do not realize that I'm over 50 and I'll clock somebody because what have I got to lose? Okay. Um, anyway, we are together again for our Sabian Symbol moon message. I am still trying to figure out what to call these videos, so the name may change. I kind of like rash on the moon too. What do you think? There's like a double meaning because I'm talking about the moon, but I'm also out there. So help me out with some suggestions. Leave them in the comments. Okay, in any case, I will share in this video information about the July full moon, its Sabian symbol, and how we can apply these lessons to our lives. And also, if you could please stick around until like towards the end of this video, because I have something I really want to get off my chest, and it's just my opinion and my feelings, but I want to say it. I'm going to leave it until the end. And I'll be honest, I am almost in tears because I am scared, but I'm going to say it anyway at the end. Okay, we have the second of two back-to-back full moons in Capricorn. Last month, we had a full moon in Capricorn on the 21st. This month, we have another full moon in Capricorn happening on July 21st at 29 degrees, 9 minutes in the sign. And I want to just briefly touch on last month's Sabian symbol for that first full moon in Capricorn before getting into this month's because they are connected. Think of them as bookends. So the symbol for last month's Sabian symbol was 3 rose windows in a Gothic church, one damaged by war. And the symbol focuses on a leader who must reckon with impulsive uses of power. And I talked about how a full moon in Capricorn, including this one in July, puts the focus on emotions linked to power, leadership, discipline, and responsibility, and this need to show these in a public fashion. And I talked about the danger in doing that because of, what that Sabian symbol suggests, a misuse of this power. Now, just to keep this video short, please go back and watch or listen to last month's full moon message. I won't recount everything here. I'll just put the link in the description. Now, the Sabian symbol for this full moon in Capricorn at 29 degrees, 9 minutes is a secret meeting of men responsible for executive decisions in world affairs. Now, this is at 30 degrees Capricorn. And remember, we round up when we are working with Sabian symbols. Now, we can take this one literally. It is about the power brokers of society and not just politicians and business people. I also include celebrities, powerful social media influencers, especially the ones in the business sector, the spirituality business, and how they make decisions and why they make those decisions, how they decide. seeing through those people and this, the culmination of social responsibility, as Rudyard puts in the explanation. So this full moon still shines a light on power and leadership, but the Sabian symbol puts a different filter on that light. There is an emphasis on the effect of the first Sabian symbol, the effect of needing to show power publicly. And, there's no judgment connected to this. It's not about right or wrong. We're talking about just the effect, the pure effect. Now, maybe in the secret meeting reference in the symbol, these leaders are saying or asking, okay, what happened when we did this? Or what happened when we did that? Remember, Capricorn energy can be calculating and manipulative. But there's like a completion of a cycle here, or a bookend that signals the culmination of something. The astrologer Chani Nicholas talks about this in her latest podcast. She says that this full moon is happening at the end of Capricorn. So there is this thing about endings. And because it's a full moon, it's the fulfillment of something. Okay, so there's this energy, like it's at the end of a research project. That's what I feel for some. If I do this, it makes people do this, or if I do this, it makes them do this. That's what I mean. And this data gleaned from this experiment is being composted, to use a word that Chani used, or Chani, I'm sorry. So what does this mean for us? What does this mean for you and me? Okay, the full moon in Capricorn and the Sabian symbol for Capricorn at 30 degrees gives us a chance to also use this data from lessons in power that we have observed over the past month between these two full moons. Who do you follow? What have you learned about them and how they use their power, especially between these two full moons? What insights have you gleaned? Do you want to continue following these people? If so, great. If not, that's great as well, because now you know how they roll. Also, what have you learned between the last full moon and this one about your power, how you use your power to influence? Okay, now here's where I'm going to get personal. And the following is just my opinion. Okay. When I get on YouTube or write something on my blog, because I am uploading or writing something for a global media platform, I know by default I have the power, however small, to influence. And that's why I'm very mindful about what I say and what I do. Maybe this comes from being in radio and TV, and I've had the experience more than once, where I had to realize the impact of what I said or did, or what people saw me say or do. Now, I'm not one of these big influential tarot readers, so this will probably go out in the ethers, and I will probably never have a huge following because of what I am about to say. And that's why I love each and every one of you who sticks with me. Okay. We have this Mars-Uranus conjunction happening, and there's this energy of like unexpected, intense, possibly aggressive, violent event or events. Now, when 45 got grazed by that bullet, I saw and heard a lot of influential tarot readers and astrologers and so on say, see, I told you it was going to happen. And it's because they said earlier, watch out for that conjunction. It's going to be disruptive. And then I saw some of them go down this rabbit hole of conspiracy thinking and to try to get you to follow them. And all of that is for another video. Now, when I see or hear someone always talking about how they're right about what's going on in the world, especially geopolitically, always saying they know, always saying, see, I told you, I predicted this. They always focus on how they're right and how they never get anything wrong. They never say, I don't know, or the cards aren't showing me that, or I can't see that, I'm sorry. And if I've ever read for you, you know that I am definitely not afraid to say, I don't know, or I can't see that right now. In my extremely humble opinion, if an astrologer or a tarot reader says they're right all the time and always focuses and only focuses on when they're right, something is off. A lot of events could have fit into that conjunction. Now, I know I'm digging into geomancy, and yes, there is a predictive aspect about that. But I believe the prediction or likelihoodness is connected to the point in time when the spread is cast. And also, I could just be wrong. The dice could be wrong. The cards could be wrong. I did 2 throws about 45 going to jail. One said he'd go, the other said he would go, but he probably would not stay. And I could be wrong on both, and I am open to that. Rob Bresney, the astrologer, said something about Aquarius, and it's so me in his newsletter last week. I am, using his words, a hopeful cynic and a cheerful skeptic. And I am that way about the whole spirituality business, even though I am a tarot reader. Tarot works up to a point. Astrology works up to a point. Geomancy works up to a point. All of these modalities work up to a point. And beyond that point, you know what's beyond that point? Free will. Beyond that point, shit happens that neither I or no one else can foresee nor control. The practitioner must remain flexible and open to what may happen beyond that point. The practitioner must remain flexible and open to being wrong. Because I don't even think Nostradamus had somebody taking a shot at 45 on his bingo card. All right. It is our job as spiritual practitioners to do what we can during this time to help people stay balanced and present and not freaking people the hell out. This is the time for us, the spiritual practitioners, to show maturity, grace, and leadership. And when we speak up, we need to remember that just like the politicians and the folks we criticize, our words and actions have an effect as well. All right, this is the end of my opinion section. So, getting back to the Sabian symbol, a secret meeting of men responsible for executive decisions in world affairs. Use the Capricorn full moon to sort of end this period between this and last month's full moon. Look at who you consider a leader and check out how they've used their power between these 2 full moons. Look at how you've used your power between the 2 full moons and what lessons about power and influence you can use to inform your decisions in the months ahead. Okay, I'm done preaching, y'all. I'm so sorry. I went off on a tangent. But anyway, have a good one. Bye, y'all.